shall be discussing the topic of friendships, not relationships. Friendships.
The biggest haters, you hate on each other. You will hate on each other.
I believe the friends you made in high school. I believe they're going to attend your wedding.
They're going to what?
Attend his wedding. Those are friends that are going to be with you till. And I'm just trying to give an insight of.
We shall.
Okay,
Because
maybe
of the fact
someone
that
tells you.
we don't really get to, should I say, really understand what we have gone through. You get like a man can go through something traumatic and he doesn't even know he has gone through something traumatic.
Yeah,
Like,
because
oh,
it
this
tells
thing
you.
happened. We move.
Himself too.
To have a wall up.
Yeah,
it
there's
was
a certain
guarded.
walk,
Yeah.
and when you're
Those
guarded, there are
guarded.
some things that you do not see.
You don't feel, you don't see.
Yeah, so you need
That's what you
therapy.
That's like
Maybe I'm a guy best friend. The guy best friend, that thing. We should first talk about that guy best friend thing or girl best friend, because I think for certain people it has become a win.
But I think that there are some people that use it as a shortcut.
Yes, come on.
They come that are like, yeah, like let's talk, like I'm here for
Yes,
you.
big friends.
Then with time they drop the big bomb.
Yeah. In the month of February, the month of love, yeah. And so we decided to invite a few lovelies into our show. I remain Manzi Warren, your co-host for today, alongside my partner in crime.
Larok Timothy. Yes.
Yeah. So like I said, we have very interesting people today, very beautiful ladies joining us here. We'll allow them to introduce themselves. First with Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly.
Government name.
afterwards.
Government name.
I'm Basijere Kelly.
Okay.
And I am Baiga Precious.
Annabelle.
Yeah, so these are very close and dear friends of ours. Yeah, and we're still in a space of love, I think, but we're going to talk about a different kind of love in this segment. So I will allow Rock to take us off.
You've misled people. The fact that I'm leading this episode, people think I don't understand the topic best.
The love doctor, guys. The love doctor.
Oh, yeah, but
I think you do.
anyways,
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
You have a
Seems to know a
reputation.
yes. Anyway, welcome once again. As Mazi said, I'm Larok, and it's nice to have you on yet another episode. We shall be discussing the topic of friendships, not relationships. Friendships.
Isn't it a relationship?
Yeah,
It is a
But you
kind of
guys will tell us more. You know better. And
We're
I
both
think-
the experts.
the experts. And I think we're going to be referring to you as your well-known name. We're not going to just be referring to you as Kelly and Precious and Tabitha.
Oh.
You guys know yourselves. You
Yeah,
can
by the
actually
way-
reintroduce yourselves to the public because they don't know.
They don't know you
What
as we know you.
Yeah.
What's this supposed to mean?
Don't be shy. Tell
No,
the
get
public.
it. After
Tell,
that's
tell the
the
public your squad name. They have to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
They have to know the
the
base of
squad
this
name.
friendship.
Yeah.
Guys.
So
Yes,
we are.
Don't be shy. No. Just they're not hiding
We actually
themselves.
didn't get this name on our own.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, someone.
Actually,
How did the
yeah,
name come to
different,
be?
but just I think from
I don't know.
school.
School.
They called you that, or you called yourselves that?
They
No,
called
it-
us.
yeah, they called us that.
as
You
a
could hear it
joke,
from
but
someone
like
else,
I
and
think we
then
decided to pick it on.
Pick it on.
Okay, so what's
But
the
like we
name?
don't.
No.
We
so
don't
what's
just
the
swap
name?
around.
But the name
What's the
is
name? You can even say it together.
The name is Powerpuff Girls.
Kelly doesn't seem confident.
Because we don't use it.
Because we don't walk around calling ourselves
Yeah.
a
You've seen those things where your friend says something and you're like, and that's the attitude Kelly seems to have.
Yeah.
But yes, as I said, we're talking about the issue of friendships and who better to tell us about friendships. How long have you guys had this friendship actually?
I don't know. We're all friends with each other, but we're not like close as the three of us. Like as friends with Tabitha, as friends with Precious,
Yeah.
but not all three of us. Then in HSC, I began sitting with Tabitha. In class,
At the
and Tabitha
front
and
of
Precious, yeah, and Tabitha and Precious already really close.
So you
Yeah,
were
so
there
that's
third
how-
year.
You're that wavy.
So
I
like
feel like okay.
we were all like already. At first, we were all in our own worlds. You understand?
Yeah.
So I was close to Precious because we're in the same stream, Deca mates. Like we see each other a lot more than I would see Tabitha. So when we're in the same, in HSC, when we come and we're in the same stream, it bonded us so much more than we already were bonded.
Okay.
Don't get messy.
Yeah, don't get messy. We ended up connecting.
Yeah, end up connecting.
And then, we became three very good friends. We're already friends with each other,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah,
we're not
and now
we're not
we're
calling
like-
ourselves the trio.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get it.
Don't say that.
Yeah, it's okay. We should
That's
just take it the
very
way it
messy.
is.
We've just started.
But anyways, our
Yeah.
guys already broken the ice. But the session we're supposed to have at the beginning is how well do you know each other? That's how well do you know each other? That's the essence of like we're testing the friendship. To see the depth of the friendship. And
How old do you know?
How old do you know
Precious?
each
How
other?
the hell does
Yeah.
Precious know Kelly?
Each other.
Oh, by the way, guys, we're not complete here because Elf is not here. Even as the people are
Yes.
not complete.
because the baby is not here, but
Elif is
like,
not here.
I saw you guys also the trio. What do you guys call it?
I don't think we're.
The catalyst.
They go to the catalyst, the three musketeers.
Three musketeers.
but yeah, what's
Even us, we don't call ourselves people.
those are yours.
Those are you guys.
You guys are calling
Don't call
You guys
ourselves
are
that.
that's into taking the name one.
But you
But
guys,
that's just
you
a
guys
joke.
introduced yourselves. We are the
When have we ever done
the
that?
drum rolling.
Yeah.
You're first person
Yes.
to it. You cornered.
Guys, it's guys, not a cry. Something you should be proud
Oh
of.
my god. I think you're
But anyway,
we're very good friends and I've raised the
That's
above
Maz is going to
But-
ask a question.
Mhm.
And also ask a question. We shall do just two set out. Maz will ask two, I'll ask two questions. So you guys,
Okay.
Do you guys?
I guess
But before, disclaimer before we go into this session,
Mm-hmm.
we are very, and we know each other to a good level.
it's okay.
We may-
That will be for
we-
the public to decide.
We don't
The
have
public.
anything to prove.
Yeah, we have
To the
nothing to
world.
prove.
We know
We're
that
good
we're
friends.
friends with each other.
Questions
That's what
answered.
matters.
Good, fair,
Digital
bad.
dispatch. So Mazi can give us one question. I'll ask one, and then yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask Precious the question.
Oh
that
my
I
god,
asked
tell me
you.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Precious, okay, does Kelly have a favorite Bible verse? And if so, what is it?
She does. She loves Philippians.
Philippians, what? I think Philippians, the whole
Okay,
thing.
no,
I
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting
You
there.
found out the answer from Kelly.
No. She hasn't told me. She actually.
Oh,
usually
because
do that.
it feels like it's not going to be fair. But anyway, it's
Really?
okay. Kelly may just know and be like,
I'm-
but then after.
Ah, no.
No, I'm
Wait,
getting,
wait,
I'm getting
wait,
there.
yeah.
You guys didn't think ahead and it's too late. Answer.
Philippians
It's okay. Huh?
chapter 1 verse 6.
What does it say, Kelly? Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Oh,
Mhm.
yes.
No, but she loves to. No. Hear me out.
I'm going to say John 3:16.
Philippians
Yeah.
chapter 1 verse 3.
Verse 3.
Because I thank
She has to
Ah.
tell us. She has to
Okay.
tell
Tell
us.
us the verse.
I'm just going to put it. And I get
Yeah.
what Bible verse
Yeah.
again.
Huh?
it's
Um,
even good, but okay.
I think that live for you every time I think of you.
That's a
Very
favorite.
free.
That's a favorite Bible verse. Okay.
That person can have more than
Yes.
favorite Bible
Mazi,
verse.
feel free to ask your second
You
question
guys
because
are
I'm
being
still
quite
thinking.
judgmental.
Yeah, be very judgmental.
The second one I think is for. Because that's Precious, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask Kelly. Kelly, I think Precious, you're going to tell the rope. Yeah? You're going to tell him. Then,
I've got it.
Rob will tell me the answer.
Uh,
Understand? What is actually? Yeah. What is a food that Precious absolutely hates? Then Precious, you should tell the rock before Kelly answers.
So if I tell her,
Yeah.
am I like supposed to whisper?
Yes.
Huh?
Do not even. I shouldn't. If I hear even the slightest of
But I
sound.
know
you can do for me like this. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I know that. Even this is okay anyway. Huh?
Everyone knows it.
No, I don't think I would know.
We went for this date
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
It was like a dinner date. I don't know if I should say like the restaurant name. Like
I
what if
think
I'm,
I do. Yeah, I
I'm
think-
giving
Give
negative
context.
Negative
review.
Yeah, I don't think you should mention the name.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah, I
somewhere.
went
Just
to
give
this,
us- yeah,
I
just
went to
give it,
this restaurant for like a dinner date,
Yeah.
and she ordered this pasta. It was some green pasta. I don't remember its name, and it was horrible. She
Very
hated it.
bad. That's very
It made
bad.
her nauseous.
That's the food.
Yeah, and like those.
I didn't plan it out.
It was
man.
so
Like,
expensive.
No.
I'm convinced.
Why
like
did you
it.
not plan this out?
I'm sorry, we are
We're
like
going to-
literally
we are
perfect.
going to guess. I think that's going to keep you for that.
Something
but-
like bikini, something but green pasta. The
Guys,
public
let me
doesn't
tell
even
you,
know.
it was really
I feel like we're
expensive.
still exploiting like our.
And like it was like literally, it was bad. So
Wait, were you all three in the? Did you all three?
Sometimes I really love it.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe.
he started to begin
Guys,
again.
anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a, so every time we say her name, you insert a big picture for in the middle of the screen.
anyway, my questions will come in at the end when you guys are now off guard.
Mhm.
Because right now you're still putting up your walls. But I think maybe you guys are going to help us. We're going to get a little bit serious, just a little bit. We have broken the ice. And from all that you've been telling us, you clearly know each other to a certain extent. Biased, but we shall not. And since we're talking about friendships, we wanted to know, what does it actually mean to be a friend to someone? Maybe Kelly can help us with this. What does it actually mean for you guys to call yourself friends?
I think a friend is someone that you rely on and they rely on you. And like you do your best to show up for each other in the best way that you can. And like you experience life together.
Really? Man, it's real. So, my friends, you don't have vision up for me.
But I also feel like the friendship, comparing the girls' friendship and the men's friendships.
I hope you don't cut that part out. You're being very messy and Mans is very heartbroken.
But man, what do you think?
I am
What do you think?
flabbergasted. What do you mean anyway?
What do you think?
Which is own. Anyway, continue. What are you asking me?
A friend, what do you think a friend is? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to obviously.
Okay, let's actually start from the basics. Is Precious your friend?
Precious.
Is Kelly your friend?
Yeah.
These two are your friends. Have they
Why
shown
are
up?
you- why are you- why
Let
are
me use
you
Kelly's
like
definition.
answering now?
Kelly said that a friend shows up for you when you need them. You face life together.
Let me tell you something.
Have you faced life together?
We are first left together.
But no, you asked on a personal basis. You asked her what's the
Trouble.
friendship between Precious and...
Overcome them morning and now.
Hey, we're catching up.
That's also
Let me tell you
important.
something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Okay, the thing is that, and like I told you guys previously, there is a spectrum to it, yeah. But the qualities that Kelly has given, I think they vary depending on the person you're actually interacting with, yeah. Because I can talk about friends. I can talk about friendships which have sacrificed for me, like who have been there for me, and
Yeah. Like, yeah.
After this day,
right?
you're not coming back from that one.
Yeah, but not every friend I have
Yeah.
has sacrificed for me, as you know.
See, but that's the
Yes,
difference.
yes.
We're just keeping it at friendship basis. Let's live in a circle.
Friendship.
You're calling
basis.
this person a friend.
Friend.
What does it
What are the
mean?
requirements?
Yes.
Okay, one. Talk about reliability.
Yeah.
Yeah, there has to be a level of reliability. Two, there has to be a shared context. I feel like that is how the friendship comes about. Like a friendship has come from a shared context, in that maybe we met at school, we were in the same hostel. There has to be where you can't just become someone's friend out of the blue. There has to be a way that there's a shared context, yeah. But for a friendship to be a friendship, it has to be beyond the shared context. That means, like you, I met you in school, but our friendship has gone beyond the school.
Yeah.
So the context is no longer that much relevant for us to be friends. The other thing maybe is intimacy. Intimacy in the sense of that I know you. Yeah. I don't know Larok, contextual Larok, like classroom Larok, or I know Larok hanging out with the Powerpuff Girls Larok. I know Larok.
Let's
Larok.
drop the name.
You've overcompartmentalized-
Let's drop the name.
compartmentalized,
Drop
but
that
it's okay.
name.
No, if you have your different personas that we will not discuss on this platform yet. But yeah, like I talked about, intimacy, and then yeah, I think the sacrifice bit comes in, like where you make effort, yeah, but that is slowly becoming a luxury these days. Yeah.
Sacrifice bit.
The sacrifice bit where someone actually takes maybe of time, like where you friendship, it takes work. That you actually be like, maybe I will not go this place because maybe I have to go to this, or you know, maybe they are sick and stuff like that. I think we have experienced life enough to have that sacrifice bit attached to my friendships. Like I've sacrificed this, but not that. I don't think there's been a sacrifice. I think there's just been more of a gesture.
Okay. So, Precious, do you agree with Man's definition of a friend?
To a great extent.
Especially on the sacrificing bit?
Yeah. No, okay. I feel like there are also different levels of sacrificing. You know, there's so much more sacrifice for Kelly rather than, let's say, you.
But that doesn't
Because-
disqualify me.
Yeah. That doesn't disqualify you.
Yeah.
No, you need
That doesn't mean you're not
But I
friends.
understand,
That doesn't
yes.
disqualify
Yeah,
me as a
like
friend.
Yeah.
the level of friendship also.
Yeah.
There are different levels of sacrifice. So I think yes.
Okay, so this sacrifice we're talking about, is it something we are talking about out of theory or practical? Like, can you share for us an instance? where you
Let
feel
me
like
give
you're
you
sacrificing-
a scenario.
Yeah.
if I call, if
Not those hypothetical things. I want an actual scenario, and you say I sacrificed.
hey, you want like
Yes.
reality, like this
I
happens.
say like this is where it may not even be for someone here, but it may can you could say you sacrifice somewhere. But
Someone
we're
else.
talking about it from a theoretical point of view. People don't understand this sacrifice you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay, like off the top of my head, the most recent one that I remember, we're from doing exams,
Yeah.
and a friend of mine did not get the pass mark. So we don't have a car. You know, like from where we do exams from, it's a long distance to go to Revenue, and for every exam before you receipt it, you have to first pay. I was not yet planning to pay for my papers because I also have some that I failed.
Yeah.
So it was so hot, I was so tired, I was so irritated from the paper, I just wanted to go home. But she said, she did not ask me, to escort her. I could just tell that the distance is long and she cannot do it alone. You know, and also walking, that whole thing is really depressing, to walk and pay for a paper alone, you know. So I told her, okay, let's go together, even if I was feeling like I want to get out of there immediately, yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, because she's my friend and I care about her, and I don't want her to feel
See,
bad.
I feel like this
and I'm not,
sacrifice.
and exactly. That's why I'm not good. By the way, that's why I've
Off
told
the
you.
top of my head.
I've told you,
Yeah.
we have there's a way that we still haven't experienced life.
Certain
I validate. That's
So
what
you're not
that.
validating, right?
No.
That's why you're enjoying.
Yeah? You wanted that to
Okay,
first be
let
on
me-
a deathbed for you to count it.
Yes.
Gosh, that's
Okay.
so
The thing is
high.
that no, that's not not high. I'm just saying that in that moment, that was a sacrifice, and that was valid. But I think this sacrifice bit is going to become much more realistic or much more evident.
The older we grow.
We're go and we're exposed to what? Certain scenarios and life situations. I mean, Tajit had families.
So is it very valid to say that at this point in time we are still figuring out our friendships? We can't really say that this is that friendship or
I disagree.
No.
I think I know. I
Okay,
think we
disagree.
are.
No. Yeah.
I disagree to that because I think now, we're talking in the world, we've been in high school, we've been in uni. I believe the friends you made in high school, I believe they're going to attend your wedding.
The great what?
Attend his wedding. Those are friends that are going to be with you till. I'm just trying to give an insight of.
So bad, girl,
We shall.
Okay, many of
You get
them,
activity.
rather than your uni friends.
Yeah.
So I believe there are some friendships. Of course, there's some you lose on the way, but I think there's some genuine friendships.
Manzi
He's
talked
saying-
about the fact that this real sacrifice, those are his, putting it in his context. Real sacrifice
I think all
comes,
sacrifices.
Yeah,
like,
real
real sacrifice
even if
comes with time. Okay? Because, there is sacrifice of,
I don't
I
think
don't know.
I don't think there should be measurements to the word
I'm not
sacrifice.
measuring it.
Because at that point in time,
but isn't that where
it
the
is a
depth,
sacrifice.
isn't that where the depth to our friendship
Yeah.
comes about? The way you said, for example, there's sacrifices
No,
she'll
what
make
she's
for you
saying-
that she can't make for me. You get?
Like I don't think there are
No, like,
sacrifices
it's
that are greater than you understand. It's all sacrifice at the end of the
What
day.
you're willing to do at
That's
that
why I
time.
said, in that moment, in that scenario, it was a valid sacrifice.
Yes, I get you,
Understand?
but he said
Valid
that do you
sacrifice.
think that
But what I'm saying is that sacrifices will be more evident. Like you look back, think about a sacrifice where case scenario, precious, say you, you have maybe we're just saying scenario that maybe you are living by yourself and maybe you have been jobless for like 3 months, and you don't have this month's rent. And then precious maybe has been saving up for something, say what, vacation, a girls trip, or what's this thing called, anything that maybe she has really wanted to have. And you call her, man, precious, I don't think I have this month's rate. And precious is like, don't worry, I got you, even if it means that I don't have to do this or I don't have to buy this, I'll cover you. Understand? I feel like you talk about how you talk about your friendship just keeps getting deeper and deeper. That's when you understand another kind of sacrifice. Because I'm not saying that sacrifice is not valid. I'm just saying that will open your mind more to understand. Wow.
I
So
get
in the
you,
future,
man.
pay a rate, man.
I get you.
Yeah.
But Larocque said, What was your question? First, I don't know.
What he said, he kind of implied
Like
that you don't
that's
have
all
friends.
that
That's when you
mean
get
that,
friends. Yeah,
like right now, are we invalidating?
the friends we've made.
But
will it make
I'm
much
going to
more
jump.
sense
I'm going to
later
jump on
on?
what he's saying. I think right now also, some of the friendships are not yet matured.
We get that,
be
but we're
friends.
talking about
They will be
But,
friends.
Like there are people that you will meet
Mm.
that will make certain sacrifices for you, and
realize you never,
because of that
you never-
sacrifices they have made for you, you like even your definition of friendship will change. You'll be like, wait, how have I been
Why?
thinking of
Right, exactly.
friendship before? You get sometimes our definitions of friendship maybe are limited to the experiences we have had.
in most
In a
cases
friendship.
that's the case.
You get
Yeah.
so when someone else tells you, for me, my friends do this for me,
Like,
be like, wait, what? Your friends do what? You get like you can't relate.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, doesn't that make us question the aspect of friendship a bit? Because, for example, we have been talking about how friends are there for us whenever we need them. Friends sacrifice for us, and for me, my question is, how much do we actually relate to that? Friends sacrificing. Okay, maybe I'm speaking from a dude's point of view. The most sacrifice, I don't know, is like maybe you're hard up, and then you call someone and tell him,
Yeah, like,
man, I
you
don't
don't-
have money.
Yeah.
First bail me out. Other than that, like,
Okay, also I also think
I don't think that we also keep it in our minds.
Yeah.
Like, Precious has asked me for this and I'm going to do it for, and like you
So-
keep
no,
it in.
definitely
you.
the person who does it may not keep it. You get, but the person to whom it's done
Done
for,
to,
like
they
you,
keep it.
you're like, man, I was in dire need and this
It
person
will- it
came through.
will.
Anyway, like we have really gone back and forth.
Let's
on that
first-
But
particular
no, but
thing.
wait.
But-
Let me
We're
say this.
We're coming there.
There's
We're
also
coming there.
the dynamics of the female friendship is also different from the male friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a whole segment we're having. So
Okay,
stay
okay,
tuned.
okay.
The male female
We're
friendships.
coming.
But from talking about friends, there's the aspect of acquaintances that we have to tackle, and the fact that we have talked about friendship from. Let's put aside primary. Primary were just on jokes.
I don't think.
Okay, they are friends we have. You get.
Yeah.
Let's
They are
step on
friends
that.
that we
Let's
have.
say that we shall come back.
It's a deep topic.
But-
man.
But you see, right from secondary, maybe our friendships have been evolving, and we have had friends turn acquaintances, and we have had acquaintances.
Turn friends back. Are they-
Yes,
are they
so
turn
and
acquaintances?
yeah, this is definitely the group that may have some experience to tell us.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Maz, if you want to start us off, or we should start
Do
with the
it.
guests.
To do it.
We're shifting into that whole segment of friends turned acquaintances and acquaintances turned friends. So how do your friends turn to acquaintances? Did they stop sacrificing for you?
And
Did
let's start
they?
with Precious.
Did they? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's allow Kelly put it all together.
No.
I think
Let's
Kelly
have
says
Kelly
it.
first.
Kelly says it put together to be honest.
Yeah.
guys.
No,
Okay.
no.
Start with you. You're in the hot seat now. Tell us.
Mama, there's no hot seat. It's just a
think-
conversation.
Yeah.
I want to start from the friends becoming acquaintances. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes situations, you know,
Happen.
yeah,
Life
sometimes
happens.
situations, yeah, like how everyone says life happens. Sometimes growth happens. Sometimes you outgrow people. Sometimes you change.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's say things you wanted to do. Let's say you used to play sport, and you'd always be this person is your friend. Then let's say you get an injury and you don't play this sport anymore. Of course, you'll still be friends, but it's not the same.
The context has changed.
Yeah, it's a bit different. So, you know, there's growth. There's
There's too much
Transformation.
hypothetical we are passing around today.
You have
for,
like a
for a
real
topic
life-
that's very relatable.
no, I don't think I have like a
Really?
You don't
All
have
your
friends who have
friends?
turned acquaintances.
All your
No, I
friends.
can't think of any right now.
No, you don't have to mention. Okay.
You don't have to mention names. Just tell us maybe. a
Yeah, no,
scenario.
it's okay. It's not about mentioning names. Just
Or maybe
can't
Kelly
think
will
of-
start and then you remember.
No,
Then you'll say,
personally.
oh, by the
Oh,
way.
We have so many friends that have turned acquaintances.
You can- you can tell
like
us
now
why.
they're just people whose Instagram stories you like. And
Yeah.
What
that's
happened?
just
What
What
went
happened?
wrong?
like distance, like she has said.
From
Yeah.
planning each other's weddings to just being acquaintances.
Talking about, oh my god, that
Yeah, I think it's
Like we, you know, also I feel like most of my friends became acquaintances during COVID. Like that distance, yeah, we're all dealing with something. We are all isolated in our own little bubbles, and then people change schools during that time.
Yeah.
Then, like it's a lot, the distance, the fact that also, for me, I don't go to mock and mobs. You understand? Most of my friends are there.
Yeah.
But like that part is closest to now. I think I can. Okay, no, I won't mention that name.
No, you didn't need to mention that.
Yeah, there is like this friend I had, and like we would sit together. You know, in high school when you have math class, you have math class together. End class has end class together, like that.
Yeah.
So I had this friend that I was attending this class with, and we're so close. Like I would even check in on her during when we're outside class.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now because we don't have that binding factor anymore, even a high is
It's forced.
it's so
Strange.
forced. Yeah, it's so out of what, like, it feels uncomfortable.
To say hi, okay.
But like if I meet her,
But
Bruh.
like not in a bad way, you
not
know.
in a bad way, not
It's
bad
like,
energy,
yeah.
nothing. But if I meet her like here and I run into her, I'll be so happy and we'll have like a full blown conversation and catch up.
That's perfect.
Yeah,
So I think that's part of it. Like
it's
some
just
people,
life.
which I think that's how many friends become acquaintances.
Yeah. And I think probably this allows us to, I don't want to jump into this because I wanted Mazi also to tackle it from a male's perspective. Pressure said something very important. She said, you know, girls' friendships are different from. So
Yeah.
this is something we actually relate to friends and acquaintances as men.
As men.
Or for us, you just meet. You don't even. You've seen that meme of you can find men, they don't know each other's names,
Yeah, and you have
but they're there. Chiefs.
but like
Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
So even this turned acquaintances that we talk about, you don't feel it because we never actually had the intimacy in that. In that
I think
beginning.
for the male, okay, for the male, I feel like I'm not even adequate enough to be giving a male perspective because there's a way that I do not. There's a way I tend to differ from the common.
The
Okay.
general
the
perspective.
general
I agree to
perspective.
that,
Yeah,
I agree
yeah,
to that,
you
yeah.
Understand? There are things that I think about and I'm more like, I don't think this is how most of us men think. But if I try to borrow from other people, their perspectives, I think for most men you find that we're not that emotionally invested in friendships. Yeah? We tend not to be emotionally invested in friendships. Because it doesn't take a lot for men to be friends. All it takes is money.
And I think that now goes back to the definition we're talking about.
Yeah.
Who is a friend? Because we're walking around with all these people. Because
Yeah.
now let's use the campus context, which is very relatable to our viewers. We are maybe partying together. We're in class together. We are having, I don't know, conversation in hall or hostel together. You know,
And okay,
where do we draw the line
I think
and
it's
say
that-
now we are friends?
yeah, I think it doesn't take a lot for men to become friends. What I'm saying that is that it doesn't take like so much. Oh my God, we're bonding. Oh my God, we are. Oh my
Why
God.
saying it like
That's like, no, I'm trying to.
Relate.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like this.
We're going to do this. We're going to go for this. You understand? Men, it's as simple as maybe supporting even the same football
Football club.
team, or having tough together, going to tough together. You understand?
It's not that
And
deep.
that it's not that deep, but then also like it doesn't take a lot for them to be like, this guy is my friend, and then they just settle from there. You understand? For girls, man, there's a way it is. How do you guys do it? I don't know. Like there's a way that Wambu, they first be like friends with the same friend group, then they first bond. They have to have a bonding thing, eh? Like the bonding.
You really studied this thing, eh?
Right?
That's what a bonding
like
thing. They have to be
speaking
like. They have to have that breathing that
You were once part of the
Like,
girls.
That's the thing that brings them together.
Yeah.
Like, unless because they can't have the general girl group, eh? But there has to be that thing that brings them together as girls, for them to have that thing. But for us boys, you find that the same thing. Then right from there is a way that it just happens without so much energy and forcing. But then also, as I've matured now, realize that there's also with no friendship there's some level of intentionality you have to have with them. You have to actually as I'm maturing, I realize, hey, by the way, it's not just we're just colliding.
Vibes.
That's not just vibes, yeah. There has to be some intentionality that's to it.
Okay, we spent some good time on this segment, but we shall continue with it. I think this obviously brings in the question of proximity. How close are we for our friendship to be sustained? I think one that's going to be answered in the sense of, does proximity test our friendship? I think now dealing with the context of you being 3, but now Tabitha is not around, you get? Do you feel like your friendship is...
Yeah, like you have to put her here.
You put her here.
Exactly.
do you feel the friendship is being tested in a way like, yes, we still have the loyalty, but we're not feeling the energy we once had when we were together? I'm seeing they're all like really thinking about it. Like it's so...
It's a somber mood.
Deep, but it's
It's a
like
somber
really.
mood now.
This is cut.
Yeah, I know. Who goes first? I think Kelly goes first.
She's always going first.
Oh, it's okay. I can go first.
Yeah.
See? That's a very simple sacrifice. That's very...
Yeah,
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Wow.
I think, yeah, like, the more the distance, the more it tests your friendship. You know, like Tabitha left and we're now in different time zones. She has school, I have school. Maybe when Precious has school, I don't have school. You understand? Like, at first, it was very, okay, it's still very new. It's still a very fresh wound. But I feel like now we are figuring it out more. Like, there is a time when we had a video call and it was like 3 a.m. where she was, but she just did not sleep because it was 7 p.m. this side. You know, so she, like, sacrifice. Yeah.
Like, emphasize the sacrifice.
Because
they're trying to prove a point. They said
because she kept side eyeing. So we're giving you our examples. So, like, at first, since it was still very new, it was like so strange. Like, and personally, I feel like I'm not really the glue of that trio. Like,
But who's the glue of that trio?
I think it's Precious.
I think it's
like
me.
she's the one who looks out for all of us. Hi guys, everything okay?
The mother hen.
Yeah,
I feel
My
like
God.
not even Tabitha can do it.
Yeah, even Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Oh, you're the
No. I think. Also,
I
Kelly.
remember they brought her in.
Personally,
Kelly
Kelly's not
was
adopted.
adopted. Yeah,
She's not really.
I'm still finding my stance.
Now, when I say that, Kelly also, like, for you to get Kelly, like, let's say, talking, like, it's hard. Of course, it's harder for everyone else than us.
Like,
I mean,
You see what I'm saying?
No,
This is how we test the friendship. Like, how well do you know each other?
God, guys.
No, we're banging just,
No,
but that's
I think
in a
because-
different context.
Yeah,
I'm saying
because
online.
they haven't seen each other.
You know, she has a very different schedule from us.
Yeah.
Usually, okay, now type that also has a different schedule. But also, even from school, from high school, she wasn't really a person of, you know, if she didn't reply me immediately, I'm not hurt. But when Tabitha didn't reply me immediately, I'm hurt. Because I know she's that type of person. She's going to have, like, you know, check her socials as much.
Yeah.
Kelly, not as much. So, you know, it's...
So Kelly's like
Yeah,
the focus
no, and
one,
back
not
to-
Kelly.
But
No,
no,
just-
oh my God.
Some
Kelly
people
continue.
find it really
Yeah.
hard to talk about their
Yeah.
emotions. Yeah.
Kelly was
I
not
think-
talking. Kelly was not talking
What
about
was I
the
talking
proximity.
about?
But that's
The
definitely a
proximity.
question to answer.
That's why she's talking
What-
about the proximity.
we're going to continue with it.
No.
But the whole aspect of and the fact that Precious said she's the glue, it's definitely something that had me thinking about friend groups. I used to think obviously that having 3 is a bit toxic because there's always
There's
the
one
one
who
has to be left out somehow.
The duo in
But
the
you guys are making it seem like 3 is the number
No,
that
I
works.
think
We
I
all
have
have
very
different relationships with each other.
Exactly.
So that's what makes it work.
so good.
Because I don't expect Precious to be as close to me as she is to Tabitha, and I don't expect Tabitha to be as close to me as she is to Precious. So that makes
Okay, that's
sense.
actually
Like,
mature.
is
I'm
there-
shocked.
is
No,
there
no,
like-
no, 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 no.
they're
First
like
way.
just that
But
you
there's
have
a
with Tabitha,
in
that you
this
have with
friendship.
Yeah,
Yes.
like, not every conversation that I have with Tabitha involves Precious.
Yeah.
You understand? There's some things that I'll tell Tabitha in the moment, and I forget to have told Precious.
Yeah.
Then when we're all talking about it at once, I realize that I have not yet told Precious. You get, and she's going to be
No,
okay
And
no,
we
with
are
it.
so mature about it.
You
These
know,
things you
understand,
realize.
Yeah.
All of us are here, we are all mature and
Don't say
Now
like
tell
that.
us.
No, I feel like when you're young,
Tell-
of course,
tell
it's,
us.
but now
Tell
you're
us.
grown.
What is that the reality for other female friendships?
I have no idea because I cannot speak for them.
There's a general overview that you must have.
This one has story.
She has.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do.
It's a general overview.
Yeah.
The way we are speaking for male friendships,
Yeah.
in a way, you should also be able to speak for the female.
Okay, I think it's different for everyone.
And we have different levels of maturity.
Let's
Yeah.
generally.
The other
You
guy
know,
is maturity.
There are people who catch
No.
very quickly. You know, I have a sister who's already saying I've called. No, it's like a family thing at home. You're going to do something to her. Yeah, she said catching is hell. So, I hope she sees this. Anyway, she's different. You know, everyone is different.
Yeah.
You know, some people catch, some people don't. And it's a level of maturity that kind of... Also, but not really maturity. I think everyone is different. But I think I'm going to talk about our friendship, the 3 of us. It's a friendship. But it's a friendship I have with Kelly, the friendship I have with Tabitha.
Yeah.
There's some conversations I can have with Kelly and she's going to get it way better than Tabitha.
And that
Vice
doesn't take away
versa,
anything from
yeah.
your
It
friendship.
doesn't, because they are different people.
Yeah.
They're not the same. Tabitha is a whole different person, Kelly is a whole different person, I'm a whole different person. The way she understands me, Tabitha understands me different, you know. I think that's what makes it really beautiful.
Yeah, and
Like,
I think that what helps is that we're all friends in each other in different dynamics before we became that trio. Does that make sense? Like, I was very good friends with Tabitha. I was very good friends with Precious. But we were not like going for mess together, sitting together, or in each other's rooms. Does that make sense?
But
Like, I still
does
have...
that not, do you guys get tired of that sometimes?
No,
Right.
never.
Like, guys,
We
must take
shared
a
a room
break.
for like how long?
What
More
do you
than a year?
think?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you just need a break of each other sometimes. Like,
No, I think that's why we understand ourselves so much.
Yeah,
Like, I can realize
okay,
Kelly
personally,
needs her
sometimes I
space.
need my space.
And I want to give her her space.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, at
This-
first it was hard to understand. Everyone
Yes.
thought that I had an attitude.
Yeah.
And
You
I
just
hate
need your
everyone.
Mm.
But sometimes I'm just out of it. And now Precious knows that. Even
Yeah.
Tabitha now gets it. Like, there are times when I don't want to talk to anyone for a whole week.
Yeah, so when
because
you
I'm
don't
still-
know her, you may think she's kind of, sometimes you be dramatic about it. You be like, oh my god, Kelly, and then it's being
Yeah.
dramatic
Realize, yeah.
because we know
I
how she
think-
operates.
I think this now takes us to the concept of how easy has it been to make friends in campus? Like, let's be honest. How easy is someone yesterday called me a day scholar because I
But
commute.
you are.
You are.
So that you are.
So I can't understand
Yeah.
some of these topics on campus, and that's why I'm taking a step back. But then, how easy has it been? Precious, Kelly, Manzi, in this time where you're not going to ruin Precious, because maybe Precious is in a paper, but
You
you're
also
going
tell
to
us.
something.
You also tell us
Yeah.
how it has been as a desk scholar.
Yeah.
As a day scholar.
Yeah,
You know, I feel like you've been
yes.
with
Because
us.
yours is also different.
Yeah, I feel like you have more challenges. as
More
well.
challenges.
Yeah.
Actually, because of
I think
my-
it's
now,
easier because
listen,
it's not as
listen
attached
in,
to them.
Listen in.
Them is if he's not making friends.
Like they
Because
are-
of my social nature. Because of
Come
my social
again.
nature. But actually, I actually can say, obviously now, I'm a person who believes time definitely does play an important role as far as being friends is concerned. It's a poor mentality I have, but I have it. That yes, we could be vibing, everything could be going well, but there has to be a certain threshold of time we have crossed, and then we say we are
That we have
definitely,
spent.
yeah, we are definitely now friends. That's not the basis.
So like what? You have like 16 hours before
No.
spending
Like you have a
together.
time
Oh,
We're friends.
you are saying that there's a certain
There's
amount
a
of
time
time
frame.
Yeah.
supposed to spend together
Because let me
on
explain
a
it this way.
regular basis.
No, not on a regular basis.
On a
Like-
Give
certain-
us the time.
Like
table.
general, I think how we say, for example, years or something like that. You get, because my belief is that obviously you've not seen everyone within a semester. You've not seen someone fully within a semester. You get.
But there has to be some level of time you have clocked
I'm
in.
not going to come in and say you're not my friend. You
Yeah.
get that? No, you get. But friendship means there's a certain level of dependency I have on you. I'm not going to burden you with a certain level of dependency, Manzi, because we have vibed together for a semester. So I'm going to burden you with things I would burden a friend with, you get? So that's why for the first semester I can say I've really made some good acquaintances, like a good number.
True.
You get? Because it's law school, you can't survive
I'm being
alone.
sarcastic.
Yeah. I'm not giving.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
You can't survive. Okay, campus generally, you can't
It's the
survive
truth.
alone. And that's the attitude I have. As far as making friends concerned,
So
as I
it's
say,
like
we are
very
dudes, so it's
many-
not hard.
like transaction.
Not really
It's not
transactional.
transaction, no.
But for me, this is my attitude of a friend. Besides, obviously, there's a level of responsibility I put on myself to be there for someone. When you're my friend, there are many things I'm willing to drop dead there, and I say, man, I have to attend to so and so because they have told me they're in need. You get, but there's also a certain level of opening up. I'm not going to do to just because we have vibed, just
I
because
don't
we have
think
gone
you
out and
open up.
had
I think
fun.
you're type of Q&A type of person. Does he
Yes.
open up?
I will not comment.
You
I
have
will
to
not
ask him
comment.
for him
I
to
will not
answer
comment.
Yes,
That's a well topic.
let's not turn in that
That's a
direction.
topic, yeah.
But personally, as a day scholar, as you guys like say, can say, I think it really hasn't been hard for me. Maybe obviously you're missing out on what you come. It's like how you
The
come the
night
next
life.
day. You come the next day,
Tell
and there's a
me.
new story. Some guy is telling you how you guy we had to walk to Chikoni last night. That's my perspective. It hasn't really been hard because I feel like everyone is still in a way trying to figure out themselves.
But I think for you also, you do not even felt the pressure because you are there. When you're there, it's most you're there doing
Doing
academic
education,
hours.
then you leave.
Yeah, then you leave.
The pressure to make friends.
The pressure. Okay, not the pressure to make friends, but
The pressure of
you are
being
not,
alone, of kind of
yeah,
feeling
You
alone.
are.
Yeah.
Remember, you.
But I go home to be alone.
It's because you have to go home because
Right.
you're not going to home at like
And then I
10.
get the point. I get
Yeah,
the point.
thank you.
First of all, when you are staying,
Look at
in a
you shaking your
space-
head.
When you're-
It's like
when you're staying,
it's too much.
when you're staying in a space, you're not staying in, like now as who stay in like hostels, yeah. You realize that man, those hours are long. Yeah, this house you spend in where you stay alone. So it's very hard to be there and be like, I don't actually have friends. Actually, don't have people.
So guys sit down and be like,
No,
my life is sad.
No,
But
no,
some people
it just
like
have
it.
the, it just
Yeah, some
becomes.
people like it, but like
You
sometimes
just find yourself having to.
I also like it that I
Like
have.
just be there in your personal space.
Yeah.
I agree to that. Kelly loves her. But
So how easy has it been? Man, you seem you have something on your heart. Tell us.
Let me tell you guys. Yeah?
How
For
easy
me,
has it been?
That's
Personally-
Precious tells that.
Eh?
Not that Precious.
Yeah.
She has the most experience.
Yeah. Anyway, so for me, I've had, I've had what? I've had, I think, I wouldn't say I had 10, yeah, but first of
So
all,
we are sugarcoating it.
I'll tell you something,
Like,
guys.
okay.
It's something I told everyone, guys. It's just that we've just only been there one semester. You can't expect me to have a full-blown friendship in just one semester.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then also the other thing is that the kind of course that I'm doing, or the kind of campus that I'm in, the college I'm in, is we don't have time. You know, when
You don't have time to make friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say, because first of all, you find that we have classes from 8 to 5. Yeah, so like people who have classes from like 7 to 11, and you have all
Every
that
day.
free time every day.
8 to
Every
5.
day, 8 to 5, every day, Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Then you also have discussion groups on Saturday and
I'll
science.
lose it.
Understand? So it's very academically, yeah, we're oriented around that. So we're going to form acquaintances based on that. Yeah. Whether those acquaintances will mature into friendships, that as far as first semester is concerned, they have not yet. For me personally, I will not lie. Understand?
You, not yet a friend.
They know. I just things open.
They know.
Understand? They know. Yeah. We haven't progressed. I would be lying if I said they were my friends. Yeah. So I think we should normalize that. We should
Telling
normalize
people that, man, we are not friends.
not telling people we're not friends, but telling people like honestly speaking, people are telling them that we're not yet. Yeah, we've not yet reached there. You understand? Because I think there's an assumption that everyone I smile with, but that's bias should be an indicator to someone. If you see me and you only see me joking, smiling, what you don't know me. Yeah, and that's one thing. If you haven't seen me in a serious way, if you haven't seen me, then if you only see me as joking manzi, you do not know me. That's the thing. So
They must
there's this
pass from a bond with
assumption.
you.
Not from a bonding. I don't like from a bonding these days also. The rock knows. But I think
Tell us, why is it on direct?
Yeah.
Why,
Guys,
why?
you need, we
Why
can't
is it
always,
no longer
we can't be having
lecture?
them.
we shall reach that.
We're always
That's
down to
a
the
part of that
vaccine.
segment.
Yeah.
However, all
We have
that is
that
the next segment.
No, we're going to forget it.
Yeah.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think we have this assumption that because we have seen someone, we have had fun, we have maybe laughed and stuff like that, we're automatically friends. We should go back to the basics of what friends are and then we first reorient ourselves. That's my experience as far as campus is concerned.
Yes, he has thrown English. Mama, tell us. What has
When
been your
is UG, there's a
experience?
difference.
What has been your experience as far as making friends in first semester is concerned?
Personally, me, it was so hard for me at first. Because, I feel like Manzi explained it so well. You're seeing everyone because,
It's a new environment.
yeah, it's a new environment. You're with very new people. And you have to figure out life on your own. When you figure out life with like your friend or someone, you kind of, it feels better, it feels lighter.
Yeah.
But here you're like alone. And everyone else is like with their friends. And as going through the same thing with Kelly, that I think that also, talk to her and she would understand. When I just started type that it had gone.
Yeah.
So, of course you tell her, but like the understanding that Kelly has is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was so hard. And then also, with the friendships at uni, it's different. You don't just sit in class and be friends. Like there's so much you have to like. There's that you actually have to put in some effort. How you said it for the male friendships when they grow up.
Yeah.
You need to like, I would say
Some
invest.
intention,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. So personally, me, I wasn't. Many things would make me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then I'm not the type of person to speak up. So like I just kind of be like uncomfortable because like this is maybe this person I'm starting to like hang out with. Maybe they're my friends. So you have to be silent and feel that. And you're like.
Oh, so like you had to maybe
You accommodate
stomach
the
some
discomfort.
things because
A
you're
lot
trying
of
to make
discomfort.
friends.
Yeah, because I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I
What
don't
are
know.
some of these things? Oh, it's not for you.
Yeah, it's over here.
So
But
for
like,
here.
you know.
Behind the scenes.
You probably does behind the scenes.
So I think it was so hard for me. I didn't like it. It
Yeah.
was so hard. And then personally, you have friends, but like the friends that are like so close to you. It comes with time. So it's really hard, and I sleep alone. So also that you have a roommate, for some reason even their friends kind of become your friends.
I understand.
You get so like now it's very different.
What about body
You don't
now?
have money.
That means we have got a new layer of friendship.
So it was so hard, and I'm not saying it has gotten easier, but I think you
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Kelly, I'll talk to Tabitha, and they give you different dynamics of how to figure out everything, and it gets better.
Yeah.
You gain more confidence on how to stop keeping up these things in you.
Yeah.
To speak up, no, that's not okay. That you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I think it's it
Because
was so hard.
maturity,
It's like,
it was a point of maturity yourself.
yeah, it really was.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
maybe before we jump into our next segment, which is I think should be the
Oh, but
interesting
also
one.
that. Thank you to my friends
Yeah. Just
and
give a
my
shout out.
sisters. Yeah, they were really,
Really?
they were really
I think
there for me that time.
Like, come here.
They put like a red hat.
We're definitely going to
Is
have
that all
to
their
ask ourselves.
pictures?
It's
The whole
especially
family
sad.
tree.
We're definitely going to have to do that session of, and this is usually the part where Kelly says, "Man, I can't relate in her nonchalant way. I can't relate." But to what extent have we gone to maybe build a friendship or sustain a friendship? That's definitely a question we have to answer. It may not be campus
That
necessarily,
is such
but right from
an
high
on the
school.
spot question.
Hey.
Yeah, like I
Nah,
need to think
no,
about
yeah,
it.
but like okay, man is going to start us off.
Then
Then
you're
we
going
see where you're.
You're going
Yeah.
to. Going to understand what was the content.
Yeah.
The question was, what are the great lengths or the should I say extreme extents? Yeah, maybe too extreme, but like where have you
Maybe
why
even
put
compromise yourself
huh?
for the sake of a
So you
friendship.
can make friends.
And then you sit back and you're like,
I feel like sometimes you're not aware of it.
Hey,
But
You
right
understand? Even
now-
that example
right now
that
you
I
can
gave
be-
of a sacrifice was just because it happened last
no,
week.
but
That's-
like,
that's
it's different. You get
compromise.
it's like how our Precious has said that these are people she was just getting to know.
Yeah.
So she felt like I have to conform in order to stay friends.
No, but
with
like
these-
also
these guys.
Kelly's very different from me.
Yeah. There's that.
Kelly's
But
a
like-
non-nonsense type of person.
So for
so
you, the one was
for you
done.
don't relate. I told you
Right
this is what
on
Kelly says. She
point.
doesn't
I
relate.
think that's so
Yes.
beautiful. That's what I find really.
Oh, you can tell us
One of the
in
things
in
I
the
love
past,
about her.
maybe in the past when you were still, remember you kept on telling us that.
There was that high school phase.
Kept on telling us that you kept on waking up. She would
No,
always
I
wake
told
up.
you that was the next question to you.
But you
Off
can
camera.
use off camera. Okay. For me, I think the one which comes to my head immediately is I think when I just come into hostel, same person that we all know, but I can't say on this public platform. So
You'll tell
You're
us.
asking us for
You'll
names.
tell us just.
but we do not ask for names here. You can just give us the context. Yeah?
Okay.
So a person came to my room. Yeah. So as new
Just
as-
specify. This is a dude. This is a.
No, it was a dude.
Okay.
It was a dude.
What are you saying? It's
Laura-
like, it
Laura
would be wrong if
wants-
it was a girl.
Laura wants you to.
Larok knows why it would be wrong. But anyway, yeah. So this dude, he comes to my room and we're just like this is the first person I had met in that hostel. I had never
We
seen.
all know this person.
Yeah, all know him, but it's not like you know him. You just know about him.
Even me and Precious,
Hmm?
I don't know.
Everyone knows him.
Like me, I'm so
It's okay.
Laura is like so out of everything.
But yes. So I told this person that the person finds me in my room, knocks and tells me, hey, yeah, so finds me I'm in a single that in that point in time, it means most of the time it means that you're having a single so you can be able to bring female friends. Female friends, let's just call them like it is. Bring babes, so that you can have for the sake of our viewers fellowship. But you know the kind of fellowship we're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't misuse our word.
It's actually funny.
Well.
Yeah. So you can have those relations. So he said to me, oh yeah. So he asked me, it's something very small, but to me in my mind it kept on burning in my brain. He asked me, oh yeah, so you're going to be here, hey, you're going to bring you with like yeah. In that I don't know. I think about like why was I telling this guy this? But thinking about
Hey,
it,
so like you told him you're also going to be bringing
yeah,
your babe.
hey, so he tells me what his experience is.
Oh
Yeah.
dear. Oh dear.
Right? He tells me about his experiences, what am I entertaining this jazz? And in my mind, I'm more like, I actually do not want to hear what this guy has to say. Yeah? But he's the first person I was in my room, I was bored, what? And he was helping me also another thing, that to help me with my room, but also giving me jazz I didn't want to listen to. So yeah, so he told me I entertain him, I allow him, and I but let's be honest, I didn't want to be in that situation, I didn't want to be in that scenario. So yeah. So that is my situation of compromising. The other ones are like first prior, yeah, when maybe I used to go out with certain kinds of people because one, these I wanted to fit in with, yeah, but two, also I thought it was the it thing, yeah. Since we are in high school, we are maturing, we're now getting where am I going? So in this special where are you going to find that babes? You have to go and look for that and get connections and get to know this babe is going to be there. Like, hey, by the way, so now you have to look for
That's
trouble.
like prime form 2, by the way.
Bruh.
Prime
Anyway,
form 2.
so it was going to
It
be
wasn't
like, I have to be
really
there. So yeah, that was my phase of compromising, where I would go to great lengths to be in certain spaces I didn't want to be. Yeah.
Anyway, time is going. I think we're going to have to go into the session of male versus female friendships, and we are definitely starting with the myths revolving around male-female friendships. Kelly has been so quiet. She's going to start us off on this one. What are some of the myths you have
About
from male-female friendships? Yeah, you can tell us the myths you have about male friendships.
Precious and I haven't had this conversation before. Like about how, since we've been in a mixed school,
Yeah.
like from the get-go,
Yeah.
there is like this pressure that's put on being friends with a guy. Like we are always taught that when you're too close to him, eventually it's going to turn into something called coupling,
like,
and that cornering in
You
school.
can't have just a guy
friend.
The whole public kind
So
of
it's
just
like
puts it in.
culture shock when you come out into the normal world, and when someone is genuinely being nice to you and they're just a nice person, you think it's going to go somewhere. Yeah, they're just being gentlemen. You understand?
Have you had a scenario where that?
Have you had such a scenario?
Hey,
where
I
as a guy who just wanted to be a friend?
No.
So the myth is true.
The myth is true. The myth is true that every guy who has been
No,
close
but
to you-
Precious has. Like I'm speaking from her perspective, because I learned from
This is
her.
too much borrowing.
bro.
Man,
You're borrowing your
someone
friend.
told me.
So for it's a reality. Every guy who
Not
becomes
all.
very
I feel
close-
like I also don't interact with them as much. For me to
Mas-
have as much
That
experience.
COVID glow up changed things.
Guys,
Say what you want
she
to
was
say.
never the same.
Never the same again.
Yes, Precious.
I think that's so true. We'll be discussing some of these things.
Hey, you have meetings.
No, like when you have the number.
Yeah, you have all these conversations.
But-
Another thing,
but
like
that's
you
Kelly's
meet
myth.
someone.
Once
That's
you
Kelly's myth.
meet.
What here?
For you, what's your myth about male friendships that you've had?
Oh my god!
Besides
What if we
that
share
one?
the same?
Yeah, what if it's the same?
What if I'm giving an
That's
example?
not
What if I'm
what
giving
I'm
an
saying.
example?
There's no stealing answers in this exam. There's no stealing answers.
Wait, you mean like I'm with I agree with like
You don't have to agree with it. Maybe you've preferably if it's a myth you've actually got to see firsthand, or a myth you yourself you have about male friendships.
me. I think male friendships are very.
It has
They
to be
are-
a myth.
Oh my god, I don't know how to set the myth, but like okay, I
Uh-huh.
want to say then you maybe you kind
Yeah.
of put it into words.
Yeah.
I think having male friendships is a very
Because
Eye-opening.
there's having a male friendships, and then there's also that myth that you've had about male to male friendships, like how male friendships
You get-
work.
Wait.
I
Is it
I thought we were talking about male
Yeah.
female.
No, not
It doesn't have to necessarily be that.
Yeah.
Because you see the way she said it's a myth that you can't just have a male friend. This is a guy who's definitely pursuing you. No, that's a myth. Because the people will come up and be like, well, that's not true, boss.
Okay.
Me, I'm just a friend. Okay? So for you, what's your myth about these friendships?
With males, for
It
girls.
could be with males
Or between
or
males
between males. It could be
and
between males.
Or
we give her time to breathe and Maz, you status.
Yeah, I think
you have.
I think you need some time to like reflect
A
myself.
friend, a myth you have about female friendships.
about female friendships. Okay, I don't think it's a myth. It's yet
Like
to be
female
true.
friendships or male female.
I think okay, it's
a bit of both.
It's
You
a bit
get
of both.
a myth maybe you have about female friendships. For example, though I would say female friendships are toxic.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah.
based on what I saw in
That
high
was-
school,
that
that was so
was-
toxic.
That
Like,
was,
that-
that,
what
that,
is
was
this?
my answer, that was my answer actually.
Where did you see this? Where did you
Oh,
see
wow.
this?
Where did you
female
say-
friendships?
Give us an example.
90% or 80% are toxic.
Like, why, guys?
First of all,
In
you
high school,
you feel
Even in campus,
your
chill.
biggest haters. You hate on each other. You
Don't
hate
say it
on
like
each
that.
other.
I don't hate on Kelly.
I don't
Guys
hate
be
it.
haters,
No.
guys be
We
jealous,
don't
guys
hate
be
it,
envious.
that is
Like,
Exactly.
what's not happening?
Like you find someone, they call themselves friends, yeah, but the other one of the parties, yeah,
He's spreading rumors. Yeah,
spread rumors the other side. Then if one is dating and another one is single, it's even worse. It's even worse.
Okay.
Because
Which
you guys
types
will-
of people have you
You
guys
guys will
met?
feel.
We have been
You guys will
observers.
feel unsafe. And this,
No,
okay,
you know when
then
you observe something, it's not always true.
Let me.
Sometimes you need to like get.
The different
Context,
experiences. Yeah. Also, you guys are getting all these experiences from gossip.
Not from.
Well, things we have
Exactly,
seen.
because you've
We have
not
seen.
been in a female friendship.
No,
have you?
trust me. Okay, I've not been. I can't be in a female.
It's like no, it's like how you two are
You
together.
understand?
You say you're friends,
Mm.
and then Precious is telling me some funny stuff about Kelly. That's how I've got to know that man, female friendships are actually toxic. Like,
But like, oh no, are we lying? That's the first thing. Are we lying?
put aside your friendship.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
put
going to keep
aside
saying
your-
for us we are
we
different.
You understand?
I
That's what I'm
think
telling
their
you guys.
motto.
Step out of the Powerpuff Girl.
I think
scenario.
I think there's. I think these are many of the stories you have in the context. I think of when people are very mature.
I think we're giving this maturity thing some.
You were overstretching,
Overstretching
you guys. We have
it.
just left
I
high
think-
school here a year ago.
Mm.
Anyway, personally,
But we all
I
have different definitions
Yeah.
of toxic. You know, someone will be with, let's say, Precious and I are friends,
Yeah,
and like when Precious does something to me, I don't tell her. I go around telling other people.
that is something.
You understand? And for them, they don't realize that it's wrong. Does
she just
that
feels
make
like she's
sense?
sharing.
But
It
that's
just feels
toxic.
like
It's
that's
toxic. Exactly.
Toxic.
Toxic might not even have to be intentional.
No.
Like after now that it's in your character.
But like you do
But
not
you guys
know
are making
that.
it look like they're intentionally. toxic.
Yeah, like it's intentional. Like they have.
Okay, but let's
feelings.
agree. Let's agree. Yeah, but it was toxic.
Toxic, right?
So that's definitely
toxic.
something we have.
Okay, yeah.
I mean,
And then, okay, because Rock stole my what? My misconception.
okay.
The other myth that I think is really true, okay, that's no, that's 50-50, is that female friendships are better than male friendships. Like, no, let me give you, let me
Better in
define it.
sense.
Female on female, like female, like you, yeah,
Us.
you guys, yeah, like there is some level of maturity. Sorry, no, like there is a space of friendship, yeah, that females reach that guys will never reach, and therefore female friendships are better than male friendships. Will always be better.
But like we're not the same people.
That's the thing.
Men
Yeah.
are so different from women, so you cannot
It's
use
a
the
myth.
bar.
It's a
Yeah,
myth.
it's a myth.
It's a myth.
Yeah,
So
but-
like,
Okay,
I
from
disagree.
what he has brought about,
Exactly.
what he has
Same.
brought about is definitely it's part of this segment, and the particular topic under it is the fact that men do not achieve a certain level of depth in their conversation, like
But
you
who
guys do.
defines depth?
You get
Right.
depth is basically opening
Right.
up. Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
opening
it's
up.
very possible
Yeah.
for us to be in a okay. I don't say for us, but like for men to be in a friendship, and these guys have failed to actually come out and say, "Man, I'm struggling with an addiction." Like this, you get like men
I'm
do
struggling
that,
financially,
or even
keep it
even
up.
financially, you get. But he's showing up,
Or
He's
even
going out
like
with
he's
friends.
struggling in his relationship with his
But he doesn't come out and tell this boy, "Man, my baby's been cheating on you," or anything. No, because that dude may laugh, and he doesn't even laugh in a bad way. It's just it's just weird dudes,
banter.
bro. Like you get you're getting. So that's the point of female friendships are better than male friendships. That you guys
Have that
drama boy,
emotional availability and
that possibly
understand that
men-
men may not
and
have.
do you believe that's true?
But that's what I mean.
I don't think that there should be a definition to depth.
No.
Oh, I-
Look at put,
I don't
put,
think-
put
I
depth
think that's-
aside. Put depth aside.
It's
Do
women
you
and
believe
men
that
have
that
different
generally
qualities.
is true?
It's true, yes.
You believe, and why do you think that's so?
Yes,
What?
women
Why
are
do you-
better than
Why do,
men. Sure.
why do you think? No,
But-
just
women are most
Okay.
definitely.
So
Yeah, I agree on that.
I agree.
why do you think that's so with men? Why do you think, like, from your point of view?
Why do I think they do it?
I think it's
Kelly, that's the
society.
question.
Like,
Society.
yeah, like, I don't know. I also see it in my brother. Like, he has grown up with mainly my mom and I, and we share a lot. My mom and I, like, openly share.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always say it like that.
Because
But
I
like-
know.
I've not experienced.
Oh, everything.
And like, he's always there also.
Yeah.
But he will not tip in.
Yeah.
Does that
Yeah,
make
mm.
sense?
They say me, I've gone through this and this.
Yeah, but he also, I know there are things he goes through. It takes a lot for him to come out, and because that's how
No,
he
but
is.
does it also mean that you guys haven't created a safe space?
No, we.
No,
For
it's
him.
just
I
personal.
feel like we've
the
done our
men-
best.
That's how you guys are wired. That's how God created, I think, you guys. Like, you just
We have
don't want to
created the
share.
problems.
No,
You
I don't
get-
think necessarily. I think also society
Yeah.
teaches you. Like, you know, he goes to school. Him and his boys don't really talk about these types of things. Talking about football, how does he start talking about Kelly? Talking to Kelly and Mommy about this and this and that.
Yeah.
You know, also like the African parent household, you can find that his problems are not necessarily academic and what. Sometimes maybe it's a girl. How he can
He
start
can't
telling
tell
Mommy. No,
He can't
he
tell
can't. He thinks he can't tell Kelly because he knows Kelly is close to Mommy and she
can
may
tell
tell
Mommy.
Mommy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But
And
we
also he
tell
can't
Mommy.
tell. No. Yes. Kevin, don't watch this. Anyway, so like at the end, he finds it difficult, and also he can't go to his boys and tell them, like you said,
Yeah.
Man, I'm going through this and this, babe. You
Yeah, like
understand?
society makes it look like
I also
you're being
couldn't
weak.
tell my mom any boy problems until I was like 18. Okay, like should ask
So you
me,
actually
are
tell your
there
mom
boys?
problems.
I don't have boy problems right now, but like
Mom, I was sorry.
back in the day, of course, I'd tell her, yeah, there is this guy. Like you tell her, but you don't tell her the inside.
Die the
How deep
PG,
it is.
PG-13.
No, that there is nothing beyond PG-13. I was very
Humble girl.
like I still am, but like yeah, you see, even I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, Kevin can't come out because of like the household, school, you know, the environment that he has been in.
Yeah.
But then you'll find there those now like Manzi. I think Manzi expresses his emotions so much more than any other guy I've met.
Oh, wow.
And I
Is
think
that a good
That's
thing?
true.
It's
That's
a very
it
good
is a
thing.
good thing.
Appreciate it.
like
You can live.
I mean, I just try, guys. But no, continue.
like I'd sit with Manzi during prep.
Yeah?
Why you ever laughing? Because
I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now.
I would sit
You
with
should
Manzi
be on
during
cloud
prep, and I would like he's such a safe space. I'd find like it was so easy for me to tell him these things, and he would actually advise me according to experiences
He's
that
not
he has
just
had.
listening.
Yeah, it's
He's
not just
listening and giving.
Guy friends will just
Yeah,
be like,
but
just be like,
You gotta give me so much credit. I'm about to just start flying here. But yeah.
I think she worked out so well. You know, because when you come and tell
I think it's also
something,
generally the fact
society
that
tells you.
we don't really get to, should I say, really understand what we have gone through. You get like a man can go through something traumatic and he doesn't even know he has gone through
Yes,
something
traumatic.
traumatic.
Yeah,
Like,
because
oh,
society
this thing
tells
happened.
you.
We move.
That's another thing.
You shouldn't do it.
Let's get into that. Yeah, I think for men, we do not. Most of the time, we do not actually emotionally invest ourselves in certain things. Like the emotions are not always. We're not always emotionally invested in things. So you may not emotionally deal with something. Yeah. So you may even break up with a babe. You actually loved the babe, but you will not actually emotionally.
loved is such a
I think now you've gone on a different course.
I'm speaking from
from what? Foreign experience.
That one,
Bird or personal.
I'm not even
that one,
okay.
no, that one I disagree.
Okay, let me try. Let me bring
That
it
one,
up.
that one,
No, it's okay. Continue with that.
No,
story that
okay,
you
maybe,
told.
You've used
maybe
it,
I
but
exaggerated. Maybe
I have put
exaggerated,
back.
exaggerated maybe. But
Actually, I
you
think it
can
even hurts
actually-
worse for a man in that scenario. But that's another myth. That's another
But they
myth.
would. Let me say something. it may hurt them, but they'll not deal with that hurt. They'll move on from it because where are they?
I don't
No,
really think.
it is something. Where are they going to express that pain to?
Why are they going to
Where?
express it?
Where?
That's when guys low key in. That's what attitude.
And yes, but they're not going to deal with it. They're going to just push it out aside and then low key. Understand?
But sometimes that's part of, I think, embracing the pain that you've gone through.
That's okay. That's not dealing with it. That's not dealing with it. Okay. That is okay. That's my opinion. But I've gone so far.
Yeah.
That's been a point I wanted to make. A point I wanted to make. Info over skills. The other point I wanted to make is that there's a myth that men do not, like, should I say, they do not emotionally invest, or men actually incapable of having emotionally invested friendships. Like, they're incapable. It's not possible. Like Precious was saying that guys cannot share these things.
What if you just don't have those things?
No, you actually do.
You just don't know that it's happening
It's also that.
sometimes because you don't have that.
I want to give an
You get what
example.
I'm saying?
I want to give a personal example.
You get what I'm saying?
Personally, I feel like Lark is my friend, and I feel like we've you talk, you say this, he listens, and I believe we all agree he listens. But like, let's say,
But
but like, if you don't ask
Guys,
him,
never chill with that. But
you actually end up realizing,
you have gone the whole time.
yeah, but like you
Doesn't
didn't
say.
really, you didn't hear from him, and sometimes you actually don't know. It's like, let's say we are here. Of course, let's say I'll ask you, are you hungry? But I won't ask you. Let's say there's some things you just can't know until someone says it.
Maybe
course, there's some
how
of
are you
those things.
feeling? How was the day for you? What happened?
Yeah, of course, yes. But there's something someone has to actually come and tell you because you can't guess them. And now he can't talk about like something. Of course, people keep their things private. But like, there's so many things. If you don't ask, you're not saying anything. You don't ask.
Guys, let's
Not
keep-
even
let's
on
keep
the
this
road.
on
I'm
there.
using him as a dummy. So like,
Can't be like that.
it's
Yeah,
just
that's
like
points to-
listening is good. It's a very good thing. But like
Contribute.
say something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. When you talk to Manzi, he will listen and
Contribute.
Yeah, according to his personal experience.
yes.
that's the thing. First, you don't have personal experience.
You don't have that personal
Who is
experience.
speaking for everyone?
No, I'm saying
I-
me. I don't have personal experience.
I think it's not personal. I don't
Maybe
like,
just
that's
when
why.
I talk
That's why
about
I
it.
can't drama bond. You get? You're gonna realize that. Like,
Yeah.
generally, I just don't have
yeah.
it.
Maybe you just cut that side out. Maybe things happen and you just see it
But
as.
he's going through some trauma he doesn't know.
Yeah, maybe he has just conditioned himself to.
To
You know?
have a wall up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
has a
always
certain
guarded.
wall,
Yeah.
and when you're
He's always
guarded, there are
guarded.
some things that you do not see.
You don't feel, don't see.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he needs
That's what you
therapy.
that's like. I
Magic
cannot.
therapy.
I cannot really like.
Guys,
say
I
anything
mashed
about
me
it.
today.
Yeah,
But no, no.
I
Okay,
can't
let's,
diagnose you.
let's try and first come back.
Guys,
Yeah?
my myth for the friendship was unkilling you.
That's the only one.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
we
think alike.
Yeah, we think alike.
Anyway, so my other myth is to do with male female, like what's male female, yeah. There's this idea that because maybe I'm a guy best friend, but the guy best friend, that thing, we should first talk about that guy best friend thing or girl best friend, because I think for certain people it has become a window to be able to get into a relationship. Is that that's the truth?
Don't really. Maybe a bit, but
Kelly knows.
I really don't.
You don't know.
I may not have those things. If I got a best friend,
Oh, my friends
Zero.
are really my friends.
Yeah,
I
like
get.
if a guy has been friends, if a guy has come to you as now, let me use myself. If now you and I, because we are friends, there is no
why are
potential.
you putting yourself in that scenario?
I'm
You really want to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. There's no
Like-
potential. Like,
like-
we are friends.
like we make that clear. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do think things can change along the way.
I think they can.
See, that's what I
Yeah.
was talking about. The whole
that's
idea.
when
that-
that's when you talk about it because remember you had boundaries for your friendship.
yeah, but you see,
That's when you
sometimes it comes
Sometimes it goes into
unknowingly.
that.
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Because-
it didn't start like that.
And I think we talked about this in the dry run. The fact that you actually get to have a level of openness with this person that you didn't have before. Then you're like, wait, what's happening here? You get initially you planned for you to just be
But
Yeah.
that, and then along the way,
Yeah, sometimes it grows into something bigger.
so
Yes,
these are
but
things
but
that
now
you
society
don't
makes it
plan
look
for.
like you have this person just because this person feels like it's about you, but it's actually not. Many of these things be genuine. Of course, later with time you start getting to know this person makes you feel
if the
the same
honeymoon
type of
phase
way.
is over, then you realize those things are just far away.
No. I'm saying like you said as a friend, like the friendship is friendship. Then later when the feelings come in, the romantic feelings, that's when, you know, that comes in later, I would say. So, but I think everyone
Okay, but I
gets
think
it
that
wrong.
there are some people that use it as a shortcut.
They just come with
Yeah,
it.
they come and they're like, yeah, like let's talk, like I'm here for
Let's be
you.
friends.
Then with time they drop the big bomb.
Coming to the end
Hey.
of the session that we have been discussing, but I think something we have left that's very important is where we have in this discussion of friendships today.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's the fact that we have maybe transitioned from high school to campus, and there's a bit of a struggle there.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something worth talking about, just in a nutshell. What would you tell people who are struggling to find themselves in new friend groups in this new campus environment? Or generally anyway, because also we have finished high school, so we can speak from that
Start
perspective.
with our guests. Yeah. I guess.
You ready?
Really?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, I think it's not something that you should force and like have a little grace.
Yeah.
Like extend yourself some grace to know that it takes time.
Yeah.
Like for you to meet someone genuine, there is no timeline to it. You know, you just extend yourself some grace and that when it's meant to happen, it will happen, and it's a process. Like you get to know someone and it grows into something big and big and big and bigger. Like you learn from each other every single day. Then it happen overnight. So yeah, just know that it takes time.
Okay.
I think I would say, I don't know, meet everyone, have conversations with everyone. I don't know, sometimes that's what you meet, you just never expect. Because me, I've made some friends at campus, and I'm like, at first I would be like, no, that's on my, I don't know, that's on my type, but you know, meet people, have conversations with people, and I don't know. Yeah, it gets you don't even realize, you're like, wow, this is actually my friend. Yeah.
For me, I think sometimes we go into friendships looking for ourselves in those friendships, looking for things in those friendships. My biggest takeaway is that if you know, okay, I got to know my friends, or I got to make real, genuine friends when I was appreciating and understanding who I am, like identity wise. Yeah. Most of the friendships I had prior to 2020 or 2021 were very surface level, because also I was also trying to fit in different spaces. Yeah. So if someone knows who they are, or is starting to appreciate who they are as a person and loving themselves, then most likely you find yourself attracting people who also actually love that person. Yeah. But also being a genuine person is also I think has helped me a lot. Being genuinely, like, if maybe I genuinely not like what you have done, and I be open and frank with you, yeah, having that honesty in friendships, in your friendship circles, I think it cultivates that trust, that it goes beyond the surface level. We start having actually deep, open conversations. So I think for me personally, that has been a highlight for me. I think if someone is struggling with friendships, being genuine and actually knowing and discovering and loving who you are, that is one of the things they should take an interest in. Yeah.
Okay. So as we're wrapping up, there's something we're going to try a bit, and it's a simple session. Kelly, you're going to describe Mans in 3 words. You're not going to explain the words. You're just going to say, I haven't given you time to think about it, but just say Mans and then you describe. You know, Mans you're going to describe, pressure, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay? So, can you describe Mans in 3 words?
Kind, considerate, a very good listener.
So say it louder for the people. Okay.
I'm gonna back up to you.
Mans, how do you describe Precious in 3 words?
I think Precious, 3 words. Very approachable.
3 words, very approachable.
That's the 2 words. Okay. Approach. Okay, but I don't want just. It's not some normal thing. Yeah. So extremely approachable. That's one word for me. Extremely approachable. Very. I keep on putting very. Yeah.
Okay.
But a warm.
No, when you overthink, is that
warm?
doubt?
Okay.
Like this
Okay.
is.
Guys, very approachable. She has that warmness to her. Warm
We
thing.
don't know, but yeah.
You don't know,
yeah,
but you guys don't know. Me, I know. Almost to her. And then she's a girl's girl. She's that girly girl, yeah.
You've used so many words,
Girls,
but it's
girl,
okay.
girly, girl.
Girls.
I don't. Okay, no. I know
Oh,
it's
boy.
girly girl. That aesthetic. I mean, claque. That's my.
Okay, finally, as we wrap up, I think you're going to help us, the guests especially. Friendship. Why are we talking about friendships? Why do you think it's important for us to have this time?
So we can share our experiences with other people. It's very good to know that you're not having a certain experience on your own.
Yeah.
And also to borrow knowledge, because there is so much that I've learned from each and every one of you today that I had no clue about. So yeah.
Okay.
Me,
Yeah.
I think it's one of those topics that you talk about and just, you don't realize that from here and then you're going all the way out.
Yeah.
So it has so many lessons attributed to it. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. Yeah. And it's so good to do it like with a friend. Like it's so beautiful.
I mean, of girls.
Girl.
Okay. I think one of the importance of a conversation like this one is that we're trying to. Okay, personally for me, it sometimes perturbs me when someone is unable actually to be in a space and they are free with themselves and they are, like they're not free with their friends, yeah, and then they call them, those are their very close friends, and that these people don't even know who they are, and then we hear stories of people like, I don't know, the stories which I heard that are really perturbing, I can't share here, yeah, but just long story short, when you see that someone is struggling, but yet they look surrounded with people, and they seem, they seem to be around people, but they in that being around people, in that being in the crowd, they are still lonely. I think it goes back to the fact that, man, our friendships may not be actually cultivating or actually building real strong friendships actually. So I think as much as we talk about things like politics, about things like love and stuff like that, friendship should be also be something that you should prioritize and give a voice to, yeah? Let people know that this is a real thing that we have to actually talk about. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I think you've been left with some food for thought on the topic of friendships, and probably it's an opportunity for us to go back and analyze our friendships and probably appreciate them more. But it remains Laroque Timothy.
Man's word with our beautiful guests.
Yeah.
We have had fun. We have had a blast. Right now we're going to go and do part 2 of the podcast, the behind the scenes. But see you next time. Please like, share, comment. Please do comment. We want to hear about exactly. We want to hear your opinions about your friendships, your experiences. Feel free to engage and let us know what else you want us to talk about, so we can be able to do the content that you want. Otherwise, have a nice time. Peace. We shall see you again in the next episode. Bye.